What up, y'all? It's your guy Dawson from Dawson Speak TV and D&D TV. Thank you for rating, commenting, subscribing, and sharing the videos on this channel. Much love to those who support this channel by donating. I appreciate it. All that information is in the description box underneath the video. Also, make sure you hit the notification bell so you get notifications when I drop a new video. Now let's get into this topic. Alright, thanks for clicking on the video. Now, this video is for educational purposes, and as I approach this topic with respect, I want you all to please be respectful in my comment section. Thanks. Now, before I get into this story, I want to say that Dawson Speaks TV does not discriminate on the basis of race, color, religion, gender expression, age, national origin, disability, marital status, sexual orientation, military status, or political affiliation. Now, this story comes out of Florida, Tallahassee, Florida. Terrence Booker, 40 years old, was a minister at Life Changers Church of God in Christ Incorporated. Take a breath. Man, COGIC, here we go again. Somebody, anybody, tell me what's going on with some of these leaders in the COGIC church. Now, Terrence Booker, 40 years old, was an elder and youth director / pastor at Life Changers Church of God in Christ in Tallahassee, Florida, where he loved to fellowship with his church family. Elder Terrence Booker is also a gifted singer who could often be seen singing weekly at his church and also with the popular choir here in Florida. Not only was he active in his church, he was also employed with the school in his area where he ran a day program for the youngins. Elder Terrence Booker also could be seen on social media vlogging about his life, his duties at church, and showing off his, very unique style of dressing. My Lord, those COGIC men. I believe if Bishop Patrick Wooden was here, he'd say that the COGIC men are strong men of God. They are a tower of strength, mighty men of valor, a marker of masculinity. Let me go on. Now, everyone at his church, the school he worked at, and many in the community and online loved Terrence Booker, and I'm sure they still do. And many of them were especially appreciative that he wanted to give back and help the youth in his church and in the community, which is commendable. Now, everything appeared to be going well for Elder Terrence Booker at his church, on his job, and in his personal life. Well, that was until this happened. The Leon County Sheriff's Office said that Elder Terrence Booker, 40 years old, turned himself in on September 23, 2025 after a thorough investigation and was being held at the Leon County Detention Facility. Elder Terrence Booker has been charged with having inappropriate interaction with youngins at his church. Deputies identified at least 4 victims according to court records. It remains unclear if there are more, but Leon County Sheriff's Office spokesperson said that the case remains an open and active investigation. Well, Dawson, how did they find out about this? Well, I'm glad you asked. Elder Terrence Booker was first investigated by the Florida Department of Children and Families in 2020. 3 youngins, male church members, accused him of having inappropriate interactions with them, records show. That case was suspended because of inconsistencies and contradictions in the victims' interviews. The case resumed after new allegations involving another youngin was brought to Leon County Sheriff's Office attention on July 17, 2025, prompting the Criminal Investigations Bureau to reopen the case. Now listen to this. On September 3rd, 2025, the latest victim to come forward called Leon County Sheriff's Office after hearing about Elder Booker's first arrest, saying he had information that could assist with the ongoing investigation, the agency said. The victim recounted several occasions when Elder Booker had inappropriate interactions with him, court records show, adding that Elder Booker would ask to cuddle with him and would frequently touch him. The victim said that it would mostly occur at his house. He then went on to say that Elder Terrence Booker had inappropriate interactions whenever he was around him, at church or in a car with him. Man. Now, before I go on, let me say that the Leon County Sheriff's Office said that they now have found reasons in both cases, the 2020 case as well as the 2025 case, to arrest and charge Elder Terrence Booker. However, these are all allegations, and Elder Terrence Booker will have his day in court again, and I'll tell you all about that later. But before I go on, somebody, anybody, tell me what's going on in the Lord's church. Because stories like this one are coming out every day, several times a day, and I don't even report them. They're out there, and people wonder, well, why people don't come to church? Oh, everybody going to hell? No, people are tired of the mess that comes out of the church. Why do you want your children to go when there are several stories like this that you can see in your own town? And don't blame vloggers. We didn't create the stories. Call your local news station, pal. Man, I wish I could cuss on YouTube. Let me go on, especially when it comes to these youngins. But to you individuals in and out of religious institutions that do stuff like this, please leave these youngins alone. Go get a grown man. Go get a grown woman. But most of y'all want men. Go get a grown man. Or hell, get both. Oh no, Dawson. Well, we don't want that spirit in the church. We gonna bring them to the altar and we gonna get them delivered. Okay, do what you gotta do. But can you also have an altar call for the individuals who are having inappropriate interactions with youngins? Where are the prophets and prophetess for that line? They see everything else when they want money. I've never heard of a prophet or a prophetess calling out that mess in any of their conferences or revivals. And what really gets me is that many of you outspoken leaders in the COGIC church, you know who you are. You have nothing else better to do but to talk on everything and everybody else except for the mess that goes on in your denomination. Now, I think we need to hear a word from Elder Terrence Booker. As a matter of fact, I think it's apropos and it's going to give me a chance to calm down for a minute. So I'm going to let you all watch this video and I'll be back with the rest of my commentary. And you all know me. I'm Dawson, and I won't hold back.
This is Life Changes Youth Department, and I'm Elder Booker, and today we did something awesome. We went out to our community and sung carols, and we gave our treat bags to our homeless. We just want to show our young people how to give back and to be a part of this great community of ours, and just showing love and having the love of Christ through us. So before we even go further, I just have to give a shout out to Superintendent Gerald Mandrell and co-pastor, district missionary Judy Mandrell. Thank you for allowing me to be the leader of these great young people who teach them how to be leaders.
Just into our newsroom, a local church youth director and school employee arrested. The Leon County Sheriff's Office says Terrence Booker, who is a member of the church, LCSO says they previously investigated him in 2020 for a similar claim at the same church, but they didn't find probable cause back then. Now they say they've found reason in both cases to arrest and charge Booker. Booker also works at W.T. Moore. He's listed as the assistant director of their extended day program.
All right, y'all, let's go in. Now, on Tuesday, October 14th, 2025, Elder Terrence Booker entered a not guilty plea on several charges. He did not appear in court in person or by Zoom. Elder Terrence Booker is due back in court next year, January 2026. Now, Elder Booker said he's not guilty, and we'll just have to see what happens in court. In January 2026, I'll be following this story. Now, Life Changers Church of God in Christ co-pastor, I don't know why the senior pastor didn't release a statement, but nevertheless, let me go on. The co-pastor, Pastor Judy Mandrell, previously told reporters that the church is deeply saddened and heartbroken by these serious allegations. She went on to say that Elder Terrence Booker was immediately suspended from all church duties, and also he's no longer working at the school. Now, I'm almost done, you all, but I have to say this. In the last 2 months, the COGIC church has really been showing out. You all remember the story I did on the so-called COGIC bishop, Bishop Aloysius Marcus Albritton. He preaches up there at a COGIC church in Virginia Beach, Virginia. He was caught in a bathroom filming people. Come on, y'all. And he's a part of the COGIC church. He's going in the men's room filming. And he's been arrested several times for this. And this man had a wife at one time. And one of her friends or someone who knows her reached out and said that they're not together and she's moved on with her life. And I said, thank God. Because what woman, especially a woman of God, who wants to deal with that? While you're at home alone, this dude is in the restroom looking for bones. Come on, man. Oh, and we can't forget about the story a couple of weeks ago about the COGIC pastor, Pastor Aaron Williams, who was caught in a car with his girlfriend at a park in the backseat of a vehicle in Picnic Area 1 while his wife, my God, was at the church at a women's retreat. Come on, y'all. This is coming out of the COGIC church. And now we have this story coming out of Tallahassee, Florida, with an elder in the COGIC church. Now, you all keep in mind that the Leon County Sheriff's Office said that this is still an open and active investigation. And I hope that when it's all said and done, that justice is served in this case. I'm done. You all get down in the comments section. Let me know what you think about this topic. Go off, please go off, all right? Don't forget to share the video with family and friends. Please thumbs up the video. I'll appreciate that. And also, thank you for those who show me support and show me love and say, Brother Dawson, I want to bless you. And guess what? I love you all back and I appreciate it. Until next time, take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Please take care of yourself and love yourself, all right? And each other. And don't forget, I live by this. Protect your peace and protect your energy. Peace.